If you're interested in going vegan, you may be hesitant to make the switch because you don't want to give up some of the meaty dishes that you love. But it is possible to develop meaty flavors and textures in plants. And today I'm going to show you one way to do that by showing you how to make my vegan portabella BLT sandwich. So to start off, we're going to need 2 portabella mushroom caps, and we're just going to go ahead and slice these into about 1/4 inch thick slices. So once our mushrooms are sliced, we're going to set them aside and make our seasoning blend, which I like to call bacon in a bowl. So bacon has a mixture of savory and smoky flavors, and I'm going to show you how to develop them with just a few spices. So we're going to start off by adding a tablespoon of miso paste. This is going to give us some savory umami flavor. We're going to follow up with a few tablespoons of vegetable oil. Next, we're going to go in with some coconut aminos. So I'm going to start to whisk this up, and then I'm going to go ahead and add in about a teaspoon of smoked salt. So the smoking process is vital to making bacon, but it takes a long time, and we can get those flavors right away by adding in smoked salt and smoked paprika. So I added about a half teaspoon of smoked salt and a teaspoon of smoked paprika. So I'm just going to whisk this all together. And then I'm going to finish it off by adding a half teaspoon of agave nectar. You could also use maple syrup, but this sweetener is a great way to get some caramelization and just add to balance out the flavors of our portabella bacon strips. So I'm going to give this one final whisk, and then I'm going to set it aside. So the next thing that you'll need to do is line a baking sheet with parchment paper, and then all we're going to do is take our portabella mushroom slices and put them into evenly spaced rows on our baking sheet. So now it's time to take our vegan bacon seasoning blend and brush it on each side of all of these mushroom slices. You want to give each one a generous coating. So now one side of all of our mushroom slices have been coated with the seasoning, and I'm just going to flip them all over and brush them on the other side. So our mushrooms are all flipped over, and so now I'm going to go ahead and coat the other side of each slice with another layer of this vegan bacon in a bowl seasoning sauce. All of our portabella slices are coated in our vegan bacon seasoning, and we're going to bake them in the oven at 400 degrees for 40 to 45 minutes until they are deep in color and chewy, and a lot of the water has been cooked out of the mushrooms, so they have a great texture. So once the mushrooms are all cooked, they're going to look like this, and now it's time to assemble our vegan BLT sandwich. So here I have 2 slices of whole grain bread, and I'm just going to spread them with some homemade roasted red pepper hummus, but you could also use some vegan mayo if you like, and both of them are great options because they're naturally cholesterol free because they're not made with any eggs. Now it's time to fill our BLT with the ingredients. So the L in our BLT is kale, but it stands for any leafy green that you like. So I'm going to put a nice layer of curly kale on the base. Then I'm going to top it off with our portabella mushroom slices, aka our vegan bacon strips. Next, I have a ripe avocado that I'm going to scoop out. It has already been sliced, and I'm just going to add some slices to this on top of my vegan bacon slices. And then I'm going to top it off with some slices of Roma tomato. Finally, we add our final piece of bread, top it off, and we're going to slice it right down the middle. And here we have a savory and hearty portabella BLT sandwich. But this is just one way that you can transform plants into meaty dishes. You can also give cauliflower a try if you're craving a crispy chicken sandwich to make a crispy cauliflower sandwich. Or if you're in the mood for seafood, use mushrooms to create a po' boy sandwich instead of using shrimp or oysters.